In this tutorial, I am going to show you how to use the strap edge guide in order to get the perfect strap ends every single time, whether you're making a wristlet strap, a crossbody strap, or a shoulder strap. In this tutorial, I am going to be making a 3/4 inch finished strap. Now on page 3 of the pattern, there is a table to use in order to get the width of your material based on the width of the strap that you would like to make. So for example, if you want to make a strap where the finished width is 1 inch, like this, then you will cut your material 4 inches wide. That's going to be the width of the material. The length of the strap is going to be dependent on the project that you're working on or your personal preference. Now the process of using these strap edge guides are the same regardless of the size that you're using. My finished strap edge is going to be 3/4 inch, so I am going to be using this template. And to start, all you want to do is draw a line down the center of your strap the long ways. We're going to align the edge and the bottom of our strap edge guide template to the material. Once that lines up, we are going to trace out this bottom corner on both sides. I use a fabric pen. You can use whatever you'd like. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing over here, making sure that my edges line up as well as the bottom, and just trace that out. And then now we just want to cut along that line. You don't want to cut above or below the line. You want to cut right on it. The way that I designed this is that when we fold this up, the edges are going to match perfectly, which is going to result in just one layer of fabric that's folded. And so you don't have a bunch of extra material folded together at the edge of your strap. There's no bulkiness. It's just one seamless layer of vinyl. Once the corners are cut out of the edges or the ends of our straps, we are going to take this horizontal line here and this horizontal line here and match them up. So I just put my ruler right along the bottom and connect it right across, just like that. We're going to do the same thing over here. There we are. Now in order to fold this up so everything meets nice and perfectly, you can use clips if you like. I enjoy using double-sided tape. I find that it keeps everything nice and tight until it's time to sew. So we're going to put a piece of tape along the center. I like to use 1/2 inch double-sided tape, and then we are going to put a piece of tape along these angled sides right here. I like to use 1/4 inch double-sided tape. If all you have is 1/2 inch, that's fine. Just cut you a little piece and then cut it in half. Just going to cut right down the center. And then we're just going to put one along each edge. This is a little bit longer than I need, but that's okay. It's not going to hurt anything. Do the same thing on the other side. There we go. And then now all we have to do is add the 1/2 inch double-sided tape right along the center line. Again, if you have a preference of 1/4 inch, do whatever you prefer. If you don't like using tape at all, that's okay. You can use clips. I'm just going to get this prepped, and then I will meet you back when we start folding everything up. Give everything a good press, and then I'm going to remove the tape backing on all pieces. Now here's where the magic happens. The first step is to align the edge of the strap to the line that we drew and push that into the tape. That's why I like to have that extra little bit of tape right here on the sides, because it comes up here on both sides and it allows this to stay nice and flush. Gonna do the same thing on the other side. Bring that right up to the line, not above the line, not below the line, right to the line. And then we're going to fold the long edge towards the center line. Now usually I like to have a little gap in the center. That way when we fold everything together, it accounts for the extra fold. And I think if you've made a strap before, you know what I mean. The most important thing is that this bottom piece right here comes right to the line. So you fold this in, push that into the tape. So this long edge needs to go right to that center line, and again, your cuts are going to match up perfectly. Now, as I press it into the tape, I'm going to give myself a little bit of a gap, and that's going to take into account the material when we fold this one more time. I'm going to stop about 5 inches short to the bottom, and then do the same thing here, making sure that this part matches right up to the center line, and then we can start gapping just like that. And then you just turn it around and do the exact same thing over here. So again, this edge needs to go right to the center line so that everything matches up. And then I can start gapping right here. That's what the edge should look like. Again, it's one seamless layer, so you don't have a lot of bulkiness at the end. Go ahead, keep folding that. And then, like I said, when we get about 5 inches away from the edge, the other end, I'm gonna go ahead and just stop, fold that side in, press it into the tape, and then go ahead and start my little gap. There we go. So that's what it should look like. So from the tab at the end, I would say the first 3/4 of an inch of fabric, that should be touching. You should not have a gap. And then we're going to fold it one more time, and that is where you get the nice finished edge all the way around. You can add clips if you like. Sometimes I like to just add clips to the ends just to keep everything together. You can continue clipping the fold in half all the way down if you like. And then I like to sew as close to the edges as possible. What that's going to do is make sure that this corner, you might see just the tiniest bit of raw material, and that's just because there is depth to these two pieces of vinyl. It's not like a piece of paper where you can get a perfect fold, but because there is depth to the material, there might be the tiniest bit poking out, but the closer that you sew that corner shut, the less noticeable that is. So you can sew it with whatever seam allowance that you like. I like to get as close to the end or edges, probably closer to a 1/16 than a 1/8. There we are. Let me just clip my threads and then I will show you up close what it looks like. So that is how you get perfect strap ends every single time. The closer that you sew to the corner, the less noticeable that material is. Again, just because there is width and it's not a flat surface, you're going to have just a tiny bit peeking through, but it still gives you a nice polished edge to the end of your strap. I hope you enjoy.